So, Game of Thrones. For a decade with these people, all right, I grew and I saw them grow and I saw them struggle and hurt and love and win and lose. And then, so here's the analogy I use. You got season 1. Guy takes off with the football down the field, right? And he gets all the way to the 90-yard line, which is season 7. And he stumbles a little bit, right? But he's juking, he's dodging, he's doing beautiful. And then he gets to like the 95-yard line. And that's season 8, right? And he's way ahead of the game. Everybody's expecting a huge, beautiful touchdown. And then he gets to the 1-yard line, the season finale right there. And you know what he does? He takes his pants off and he shoves the ball up his ass and he starts backflipping all the way down the field, vomiting with his fucking pecker slapping his legs. And then he gets to the end for a safety. And that's what happened. So we saw this beautiful run. And at the very end, they just said, the hell with it. We don't want to do it anymore. And I'll never forgive them.
They're those two, the writers or directors, or what are the names?
D.B. Weiss and David Benioff.
Their names are forever tainted for me. Anything that they touch, which is why they were removed from, I think, a Star Wars film. Yeah.
They were going to do a Star Wars.
So, you're exactly right. They did so well. They really grew and took their time. They developed the story on screen. And they did it so well. They built up this franchise. They did such a good job that people were obsessed with it to where whenever it started, people crowded bars to watch it all at the same time. And then you're right. They got to the 95-yard line. They were like, well, fuck it. Let's just go ahead and finish this up real quickly.
Well, they had George R. R. Martin, too, helping them out.
Well, sure, yeah. But they went off of... They diverted from the books after a certain season earlier on. I don't remember which season it was, but... They kind of had a little bit of artistic freedom after a certain point. And they basically just stopped taking their time in the storytelling, and they just hurry up and finished it. And I don't know if it was due to budget cuts, which I highly fucking doubt.
They had money.
That was a cash cow. But they literally cut season 7 short. They cut season 8 even shorter, I think. And
6 episodes.
And instead of it taking days to travel hundreds of miles, it was like the next cutscene.
Who was supposed to be king? What kind of ending did y'all want?
I don't care. Who was?
I didn't want the cripple kid to be king.
Who else was supposed to? I actually thought at first. Don't get me wrong. Okay, it was kind of a shitty season. I'm not denying that, like the way it was, but at the same time, like I couldn't have written. I don't know how else was supposed to end. I thought Bronn actually being king was actually the most like normal thing to happen. I was okay with him being king. Then
I'm okay with this.
I didn't like the whole Jon and Cersei thing. I mean, not Cersei. Khaleesi thing, and I don't know, something about that was just like that whole thing was weird. And also I've heard that people that watched it throughout the beginning and on compared to people who watched it later, back had a different effect. And people who watched it later, binge it just back to back like later,
they love
was
it.
Like I loved it because they didn't have that hype. We hyped it so much. It was our lives. We were obsessed with it. And then once the thing came out, it's like...
I don't care.
Kind of like Star Wars. I hyped it so much, and then it came out, I'm like, oh, this piece of shit. Like, it just...
It's not the ending itself.
I'm not saying it was great. I'm not trying to defend it. But at the same time, I think I couldn't have written a better ending. What the fuck else was to happen?
I have several points.
Please.
So one of them is like, Jon Snow this entire time has been built up to fight the Night King. Like we have been led to believe that's his destiny. Bitch brought him back to life, and she's like something like, your destiny is not fulfilled yet. I took that as you gotta fight the Night King. Night King shows up, and he walks in briskly at a brisk pace, as if he's kind of got a shit, but not bad enough to run, right? And Bran's sitting there, just all crippled, just waiting to die. And then Arya Stark, who I love, comes out of nowhere and like samurai jacks him. And it's like Jon Snow's yelling at a dragon that's already dead. And he's hiding behind a rock, like playing peekaboo with this fucker. And then another point about Jon Snow: at the end of it, he goes back to the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
The only reason the Night's Watch existed is because the Night King existed, and they were there to stop the ice people.
He doesn't go back to the Night Watch. He actually goes back to the
Beyond the Wall, right?
Yeah, he's the king beyond the
I
wall.
think
at
we
that
were
point.
all.
No, he took the black. That was the whole thing.
He
Because
kept-
remember that
kept
dickless fucker.
He got on a horse and they went.
No. The dickless guy was like, well, I keep saying the dickless guy. The Khaleesi's right hand guy, Umbutu or whatever the fuck his name was.
The bald dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grey Worm. Grey Worm wanted him punished. Grey Worm is like, no, he must be punished. He is a piece of shit.
Butu. Oh, I remember. Okay, I remember.
And they were like,
He went
okay,
with him?
well,
Damn,
you know
I
what's
don't
fair?
remember that.
If he goes back to the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, that's a fair
I
compromise.
remember that.
So,
Yeah, very shitty. In that entire, so that episode was built up to be beautiful, to be a cinematic
The
experience.
the whole season.
I think we were.
That we were all looking forward to that. That was the hype of the entire series, and literally it ended in one episode. And then within that episode, the main characters, who throughout the entire series, main characters were killed for less than that. The main characters were being basically pinned down by thousands of zombies or
You're telling-
White Walkers, and they survived.
90%
On
of
their
them should have died.
backs.
90% of them should have died, and I'd have been fine with it because that was Game of Thrones.
They diverted from their original. Like, the reason we fell in love with Game of Thrones because nobody was safe, and at that point we knew that everybody was
This
going to make
was
it out of there
real.
okay, and that wasn't like what we expected, and it shouldn't have been. Like,
I think we all wanted like Jon Snow to take the throne, or
I
someone
didn't.
obvious.
I
to
don't
take
really
the
care who
throne.
took the throne. I really
I thought
expected it to be somebody
I thought Bronn
else.
taking the throne was fine, actually. I was
I
like,
just-
okay.
Well, let's
just-
clarify.
no,
You
because,
saying
like-
Bronn or Bran?
Bran, whoever.
Is Bran short for Brandon? Shout out.
Bran. Okay. Okay.
Just
Bran.
laying that out there.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't great.
Oh, and Jaime
But-
Lannister had this beautiful arc where he
Right.
finally becomes not selfish, and
Yeah,
then they're just
yeah.
like, "Oh no, wait, you're actually a prick."
And then they
And he's
both
like-
die in like a cave-in.
Oh
Of
my
all
God.
that. Spoiler alert, by the way.
You don't need to watch it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't watch it. If you're
Just-
gonna watch Game of Thrones, watch till season 6 and just make up your.
Okay,
mind.
hold on. This may be. Would you rather? You may have not have seen this, but would you tell somebody to watch Game of Thrones, or would you tell somebody to watch Lost? I know you've never seen Lost.
You have?
I have never seen Lost.
No, neither of you.
Fuck Lost. Get the fuck out of here.
I hear it's good.
You know what? No, I can't. It doesn't matter. If you haven't seen it, you wouldn't be able.
Here we
to.
go. Westworld.
Love Westworld. But
West-
thing is, the first two seasons, it's
You
like,
tread lightly.
hey, the new season was what we've been waiting for.
Get the fuck out of here!
You're gonna defend the first two seasons, saying that was
mind.
better. The new season is like they're finally the new world. It's
No,
like what
season
we've been
1
waiting
is
for.
all you need.
Season-
Season 2 and 3.
Season 1's good. You're gonna shoot in season 3.
I love them both. Yeah, I love
Season
all
3.
three. Yeah,
Season 3 is
Season
like
3 was horrible.
Season 3 is like when it comes together.
No,
like they're
yeah,
finally out in the
the
world.
only
Season
thing-
2 was Season 2 is
They tried to
fucking
do
boring.
too much in season 3,
Season 2
but
is
I still
boring.
liked it
Come
a
on.
lot.
Here's my problem with the Westworld
No.
season 2 and 3. I'll tell you my problem.
I'll tell you.
The only thing I gave a fiddler's fuck about in Westworld was Westworld. I don't want to see downtown Manhattan where everything's fine. I don't want to see two robots fighting
That's
in our
what
world.
the
I
first
don't
two-
give a fuck.
The first two seasons
I
were
give less
about
of
that.
a fuck than Bush did on 9/11.
The point of those first-
I don't give a
Shh.
fuck.
You
The
can
fir-
only like Westworld is just a part.
The point of the first two seasons was to lead to where they're now. Like that's the point. That's why
Sentient
season 2 was so
robots.
and
boring.
they had to find the giant metal
The
fucking
season 2
ball
was
sack
so boring
to
and
give 'em the
confusing.
answers.
They gave
There-
no
there were
season
two
2
sucked.
Season 2 sucked.
All right,
and
let's
season
take it-
1 was
okay.
Have you
fine.
seen season 2 twice though? Have you rewatched it?
I would never rewatch that again.
Rewatch it. I rewatched it the second time.
I rewatched one of the episodes and I picked an episode to catch up on, and it was like the flashback with the Indians, and I was like, God damn, this is the
No,
worst
that was
episode
a
to rewatch.
beautiful episode.
No.
I rewatched
I
it,
was
and
like, this
Are you
fucking
talking about
sucks.
where they're running through the wall of pith?
Right before
season,
that.
I
It was, like,
rewatched
right
season
before
2.
it was the worst episode.
I had a better appreciation to it when I watched it the second time because I watched it with Marina, and it was really well done.
I'm not saying it's bad. Like the show's amazing.
It was
period.
super fucking confusing when you're
It's all
watching
confusing.
it for the first time.
first two seasons are kind of confusing in general, and then she got her powers. Like, oh, okay.
No,
It's like
see,
kind of
that's-
weird.
see, that's
There's some
so-
weird. It's very confusing. There's some like I don't remember the questions being answered. But then season 3 is like, oh my god, dude, the CGI, the effects, the technology, like it's what we've been waiting for. It's what it's been leading to. That's why I loved it. I'm like, this is what I want. what is this boring shit? They're like talking and not doing like it's just all leading up to this.
Do you remember season 1? How long has it been since you've seen season 1?
It's been a while.
1
Season
through 10
1 was
all the way
good,
through.
but it was also very repetitive because they had to introduce everyone and do the, you know what I mean? Like season 3 came and it's like boom, they're doing shit.
I like season 3 a lot. I did think they rushed through it because they try to do so much.
They only did like 8 episodes or something. They don't even do 10 episodes.
They did a whole lot.
But then they turned Ed Harris into a freaking moron, which is not their character from season 1. The Man in Black was a bad son of a bitch. Season 1.
Yeah.
It's like making Boba Fett a baker. You know, it's like season 9. He's like
baking with Boba Fett.
Crumpets are ready. Get the fuck out of here.
I like, man. Season 3 was good as fuck. Season 4 is gonna be good too.
I
can't imagine them making more than season 4.
They should have stopped at season 1.
I don't think any. I've always thought this. I don't think any show should be more than 5 seasons. I think like 5 is kind of. It's like look at like Breaking Bad is like the perfect like my brother in film and media studies major like studied Breaking Bad as like in their classes like that's the perfect show like the setup, the plot, like the way it was. Like it's one of the known as one of the greatest shows ever made. Like, it's amazing. It's a good show. It's amazing. But it's like 5 seasons. Boom, boom. Like it's. I don't think any. I think once you go past 5 seasons, it's just like Game of Thrones.
There's a certain level of like.
Game of Thrones is exceptional because of the amount of plot and character development and all that. Like it's just so much. Except they just fucked it up anyways. But.
It's a lot, but they could have done it.
I don't know why they couldn't expanded it the last season. Like why do they make it 6 episodes and just short and rushed? It felt so rushed.
It was rushed.
That was the problem, and it was like,
I know.
What the fuck?
You know what else? They made Tyrion an idiot.
He's the best part.
He's the master,
brilliant,
master of thinking.
Yeah, his character wasn't as.
And they turn him into a moron, and it's like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What would the best season be in Game of Thrones? Like, what's the favorite?
I don't know. You know what arc I really liked was the Hound and Arya.
I love two together. Yeah.
The Hound.
That turned out to be a cool relationship.
His arc was cool, and so was Arya's. I liked Jaime's for a while. Jaime Lannister.
I did too. I love Jaime. I love most of the characters in there, man.
In season 8, I hate him now. I hate all of them.
You know what? I loved Arya, but when she was doing her little side shit, becoming like the ninja or whatever, like I didn't like that part. I'm like, this is boring.
They didn't even do anything with
that. And then eventually she was just like, I'm a badass and kills the Night King. You know what I mean? Like there's just rush.
Such a waste.
It's just rush. I'm like, I thought her development was gonna kind of be a little different. Like they could have done better with that because there was so much build up. Like she is so fucking cool and badass, and then she's like, but okay, I'm ready, I'm good, and she left.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. And that's not from the actress. That's like how they wrote her character.
Yeah,
like
she's still a badass, but
she became unbearable.
Yeah, I guess one of the characters that turned out to be cool was not Arya, but what's the other one?
Sansa.
Redhead.
Sansa
was cool.
She turned out to be crazy life.
Yeah,
they went through so much shit though. Dude, like as like
Remy,
their characters.
What's his name's death? That whole episode, episode 9 of season.
God,
was it 7 or 6? The battle of the
horses. That was a beautiful.
That was stop at that.
Yeah,
that was the last best episode.
Yes.
You know how much money they spent on that episode? There was like apparently the horses they used. It was like a record. Like it was so crazy.
How much was it? You don't know.
I thought you told me the statistics one time. I feel like you always send me these articles.
Probably. It was a long time ago.
But it was like 1,000 horses and all this. It's crazy, but it was worth it, man. That was like amazing. Amazing.
I'm Googling it because that's how you do it.
Jamie, pull it up.
Jamie.
Joe Rogan. I was listening to them on the way over here.
10 million per. Wait, no, hold on. Season 6 costs north of 10 million per episode, and that was the Battle of the Bastards season. That was a beautiful episode. That's what we expected.
Episode. That was season 6.
That's what we expected.
They did 2 more seasons after that.
Yeah,
short seasons, but yeah.
Yeah, that was when Rickon got. Yeah, that was the episode Rickon got shot for Rickon.
Yeah. Do you remember when what's his name was talking about his brother? And they were like, "What's his name?" And they were like, "Dickon," and they both laughed at him. I think it was Samuel Tarly.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Samuel, the fat guy. His brother's name was Dickon.
Was it really?
And Bronn and Jaime Lannister laughed at him. And I was just like, "Wow, that's mean."
Oh man, they really.
Good job. They shoved the ball up their ass and started doing a backflip towards their own end zone.
They really did. And the thing is, so people pretty much stopped talking about Game of Thrones after it finished. Like,
we wanted it blocked from our memory.
If it only lingers to talk about how much we hated the last two seasons.
It's really sad because it really was a great show, but that last season just fucked it up.
I get really upset about it because I'm so disappointed.
We had watch parties, dude. It was like, we had different TVs.
People stopped what they were doing to go watch that show.
Yeah, we would have watch parties at our place.
You know, when I first started watching it, I was down in New Orleans. I had just.
I remember when we first started watching it. I remember you're like, I'm gonna pick it up, and
binged
you binged the fuck out of it.
I binged it for like 7 days straight. I would go to the hotel. I would get.
But
the
when
same dinner.
you caught up to it, right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. When I've watched my other friends who've
so I had watched a couple episodes throughout the years, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I sporadically would watch
but
it.
My friends who had watched it way after it ended, have binge watched it now. They're like, I didn't think it was that bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's something with the hype.
The hype. No,
you know
I think you're right.
Like if you just watched it straight through, you're like, and you didn't listen to the media.
It's because they didn't have years of storytelling.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't go through you didn't go through.
You didn't grow like we did.
Yeah, you didn't. You really didn't.
You didn't hurt like we did.
I mean, I'm still hurt by the Red Wedding. You know.
Oh, the Red Wedding. Yeah.
That was the beginning of it all. That was like the big first, Well, I guess what's his face dying in the first season was
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean, man, OG.
Don't kill Sean Bean.
OG, man.
I gotta say, HBO's done some really good.
HBO is the best.
Home box office.
The best.
Oh, is it really? Jesus.
HBO's.
Have y'all seen His Dark Materials?
Yes. Are you caught up?
No.
So
I'm on the second season, but I'm not caught up.
Second season to me, as far as plot wise, is way more interesting than the first. I like it.
Okay.
Because the first season was it kind of slow to pick up, and then it started kind of getting interesting at the end. This season, the witches are more involved. It's finally okay, but I love it because Jake's roommate Matthew read the books, and this is going by the books. There's 3 books and everything. I had no idea because before it was the Golden Compass was super cheesy. It was not that good of a movie. And I'm glad, I'm glad the movies are doing it.
Is it His Dark Materials, the series, and the Golden Compass is a book in the series?
It's one of the. I think it's the first book in the series, and then, or maybe His Dark Materials is the first book. I don't know the order, but yeah, it's
I like it a lot.
It's good. I really like it. HBO is the fucking shit, man.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is awesome, and he said that after filming at least season 2 of His Dark Materials has given him a better insight on why his Showtime or whoever picks it up, adaptation of The Name of the Wind, why it's so difficult to actually create it. Because he's the one in charge of that.
Is he? Wait, what?
Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's
doing Dark Materials?
Who is in His Dark Materials. I don't know.
Who's he?
He's
the character?
Yeah, he's the aeronaut. With the hair?
Oh, Scoresby? Lee Scoresby?
Yes, Lee Scoresby. That's Lin-Manuel Hamilton? That's him.
He's the dude that made
Hamilton?
Alexander Hamilton.
The show. All right. Let's back up.
No, I'm really.
He was in charge of adapting the Kingkiller Chronicles, The Name of the Wind, into a TV show. He's writing the
Lee Scoresby, the dude who plays Lee Scoresby.
Lin-Manuel Miranda isn't. Yeah, what? He's the one who's supposed to. He's also created Hamilton. So he's got.
He created Hamilton.
Have you not seen Hamilton?
He's a good actor. He's one of my favorite actors. No, I haven't seen Hamilton actually.
I've always seen the beginning, but it was really cool.
I'm sure. I've heard it's amazing, but yeah.
Right, he's supposed to be creating the Lay of Sir Savian. He said that makes him
it's a good beer,
very nervous. Yeah, apparently won some awards. Shout out to Trim Tab.
Shout out to Trim Tab 205.
He says he's anticipating creating the song of the Lay of Sir Savian because it's got so much build up to it.
It's gotta be a good song.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect, man. I'm very excited. I don't think it'll be quite that.
I don't know if it's going to be that good. But he's really he didn't write them, but he's in charge of remaking them.
Him and Patrick Rothfuss are
that's so
coordinating.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that he's in Dark Materials to know that side. You know what I mean? He can. That's so cool. I didn't know that.
But it got dropped by Showtime, so I don't know who's gonna pick it back up.
That
Fuck, man.
fucking
If
bitch.
Showtime drops it, I don't know who's gonna. That sucks.
It does suck, but Showtime's also about to release Halo.
What?
Yeah, 2021.
Who's playing that?
Porn Stash.
What?
Dude from I know that is
Zac Efron.
the dude from the Orange Is the New Black. They called him Porn Stash. I forget his actual name.
The bailiff guy? Not the bailiff, but
It
the
was
jailer.
the CO.
Yeah.
The one who got the girl, or may have gotten the girl pregnant.
Could there be a more random person to play Halo?
Yeah, you could
Probably.
get the
Porn
guy.
stash
there could
guy
be
from Orange is the New Black.
There could
Let's
be a
pick
more random
him to
person.
be
I don't
Halo.
know. Hey,
To be
here.
the Halo
It
guy.
could be the fat guy.
He
My
got
Name is
jacked.
Earl.
Well, he's really tall apparently, which helps.
Well, I guess if he has a suit on, it doesn't matter. But the fuck.
Hold on. Well, I mean, he'll take.
I thought the dude who plays Mandalorian is perfect. Pedro Pascal. The
I
dude
want
who's in
Rob
Game
Schneider
of
to
Thrones.
play it.
Rob Schneider's shortest.
Maze. Here you go. Hold on. Wait.
What's his name?
Hold on.
That's so
I
crazy.
want Dr. Cox from Scrubs.
Pablo Schreiber.
Pablo.
Pablo.
An H?
Is he really playing
Or
Halo?
a
That's
J.
so wild. Oh, him?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, I was thinking of a different dude. I was thinking of the other dude. Who am I-
The guy who was working in engineering or something.
Oh,
Let me see if I can find the Twitter account because that was the only
just
thing.
pull up his name, his image.
Halo on Showtime. I'm actually really excited. They've been talking about this for a long time.
Forever.
I love Halo.
Looks like
I think
Bane.
Halo was a game-breaking
Oh, Halo's.
series.
If they can do it right, it could be amazing. You know what I mean? I was holding. All right, I was thinking of someone totally different. This is different.
Who are you thinking of?
The main dude, like not the warden, but yeah, the creepy, like the little Luigi.
That
what again?
guy?
Yeah, I don't know why
That's
I
who
thought.
you imagine?
I haven't seen Orange is the New Black in forever.
I
Wait.
never saw the last 2 seasons.
I haven't either. Orange.
I watched all this.
Did they finish it? Like,
Yeah.
they did? Okay.
Yeah, it was
Is
alright.
it worth watching?
After the whole, riot in the prison season, I stopped watching.
It definitely, loses its appeal after a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like a good looking dude.
Let me see.
Yeah, no, he could play the part.
Wait, under the Halo?
Yeah, he's the new Halo guy.
Nobody's gonna know it's him.
No, I know.
So that's fine.
That's fine. He's gonna have a suit on.
They should have
But
Pee Wee Herman
that's
play.
Hey Johnny,
It's the word of the day! My bike! Brush, 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 brush. Do you remember that? He had a stupid dinosaur. He brushed his teeth. He had the toast, the
fucking
breakfast machine.
Pee Wee Herman. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
This new
man.
generation won't know Pee Wee Herman. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
kids these days would be scarred by Pee Wee.
Oh, if they saw that now, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? This is weird. Oh my god.
I feel for them. There's so much that wouldn't fly in today's, comedy,
We grew up with Xbox Live. Do you know how brutal people were in Xbox Live?
But same, another thing, they want to
Oh.
experience Halo. Halo was a
Yeah.
big deal growing up. That was
Yeah.
our shit.
I remember
Halo
waking
was
up,
huge.
4 a.m., my neighbor would come to my house, we'd play Halo before the school bus came, and then after school we'd go and play Halo.
Obsessed.
It was,
That's
it
how
was,
video games were. We were upset. Now it's literally Fortnite and Overwatch, and Overwatch is cool.
I can't get into Fortnite, but I
can't
am
either.
still in love with Overwatch. I'll play it all the time.
Um,
Can't get tired of it.
I don't know. Games are gonna be crazy in the next 10 years. I really want to get a
PC for the win.
sets. Yeah.
Yo, chill.
Me and Jake are gonna get a PS5. I'm excited. At some point.
I'm gonna wait
even
till
though I won't play it, but it's fine.
yeah, I'm gonna wait till the new Fallout comes out with all the expansion
We love
packs,
Fallout.
and then I'll buy the PS5 at GameStop for a severely reduced price
Yeah.
with that game
Sounds-
and several other games, and
it's
I'll
the
get
way to go,
Red
though.
Dead 3.
Yeah.
I never Red Dead 3. They came out with the second one, but not the third one. Oh, you're saying about 3?
This is
Red
in the
Dead with
future.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, PC for the win. Y'all should just really.
Oh,
Y'all
I have a
need
PC.
to go.
Did you
Nice.
win?
we're winning.
Y'all need to get off this console garbage. Cyberpunk 2077 has so many problems on console.
I'm not putting thousands of dollars in a PC unit to play on a mouse. I just can't. I like the controller.
You can plug a controller into a computer.
But like, what?
It runs better, runs faster. You're getting a much more bang for your buck. Like,
to be fair, the only games I want to play that I play on PC, like right here, I have Fallout New Vegas, Resident Evil 4, Fallout 3, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. And that is it. And this piece of shit Windows 8 runs.
I would not mind going back to play the Old Republic games.
They're both free on PC, on Steam.
Oh, yeah.
I have them both.
They're not free.
They're free right now. Or they've been free for years actually.
I paid for mine.
When?
But I always wait till they have a Steam sale.
They've been free to play for a good bit, but at the time it was a Star Wars sale, so those two were, or the first one may have been free, and the second one may have been like $1, and then I've got the one with Starkiller.
Bendex Starkiller.
I don't know that whatever the
Force, the Force Awakens.
Yeah, that they had that one and 2 on sale for just a few bucks, so I bought them both. Came with the expansion pack, so you load up the game, you're already like in full decked out gear with all your powers because it's got the downloadable content. And I started like the first level, and I just couldn't even go past it because I was like, "What's the point? I already got my stuff," and so I already beat it anyways. But I rather enjoyed it. I really like the Star Wars video games. I hope cinema catches on to it.
I don't know. I feel like I hate to circle back to Star Wars, but like,
how did we get back here?
They keep trying to hold on to that nostalgia.
I know.
Like they're trying to sell a new generation.
I don't think they can do any more with the series. Like they just.
You're right on that.
Like they got to do something.
They're trying to hook new age generation on something that is much older than they are. Because I'm pretty sure like the hype for the new trilogy was more so for us, like our generation and our parents' generation.
Yeah.
Standing in line at the movie theaters for episode 7, it was a lot of older people.
Yeah.
I remember standing in line. I saw episode 3 when it came out. I think twice in theaters, but the first time people were dressed up at the Summit.
Yes.
Remember when the Summit was
Harry
popular?
Potter, same too.
Harry Potter too.
Yes.
I remember Harry Potter. Was I with you?
Yeah.
We did that. I drew a thing. Drew a thing on my forehead.
You want to hear a funny story about a movie premiere? The Dark Knight came out. Not the one where the guy shot up the theater. The one we were at.
The first one?
The bullet-free one. No, that was the Batman Begins. And this was the Dark Knight.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
It was me, Ariel Peacock, Kylie Riggins.
Wow. I remember that phase.
And 2 of our friends, Cody and Jake, and we were waiting there, and there was this very nice elderly couple in front of us, and we thought we were going to be the first ones in line, right? But we weren't. There was this elderly couple right there, and the old man turns around and he's like, "Oh, you guys Batman fans?" And I was like, "Well, I guess I liked the cartoon when I was a kid, and I've never really seen a live action movie." And I remember him saying like, "Well, you are in for a treat. This is going to be a good movie." And I remember thinking, "Wow, what a wholesome old man." So they go through, and like all 5 of us get our tickets, right? And we bolt, like we are full on sprinting as fast as we can. And I'll never forgive myself for this. I ran up behind this old man and I tried to juke. And at the last second, I kicked the shit out of his shoe, and his shoe went flying. And he had to stop. And we ran in and got our seats, and they were the last 2 into the theater. And they had to get like the front 2 seats at a 90-degree angle. And I felt so bad. And sir, if you're not dead already, I just want to apologize.
You somehow stumbled upon this podcast.
If you somehow stumbled across this podcast.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for that.
You should, man.
I didn't mean to.
You should have grabbed his shoe. Sir,
you kept running. What are you talking about? You're like, fuck him.
I didn't say that. I freaked out because Ariel and Kylie were like, "Come on, we gotta go." And I'm like, yeah.
Y'all, for episode 2, Star Wars episode 2, me and my sister were being babysat by this gentleman. I don't remember who the hell it was. My parents out of town. I think they were at a Falcons game. So this guy took us to see episode 2 in theaters.
Nice.
He snuck us in the back door and had us sit on the floor. It was a packed theater. I mean, there was no other way to get. I expected him to go buy his tickets. He sat us there by the exit door.
Don't say anything.
And he said, "Wait." And he literally just sat there for so long. And somebody comes out and he grabs the door and sneaks us in. and we grabbed. We were. I think he
popcorn
sat in
off
the
the
seat.
floor?
He sat in the seat at the very front, and we sat in the floor right in front of him. But we didn't think anything other. My sister hated Star Wars, so she was having an awful time.
Oh.
I was like, Star Wars, let's do this. I don't
yeah.
care. I didn't know any better.
Funny.
And I remember telling my parents about that, like, many years, well, probably last year, honestly, but many years later, and they flipped out. That dude apparently was a lot of trouble. But hey, we got to see Star Wars.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
You got to see it.
when we were in Okinawa. We always had to do these like briefs at the theater, and they'd be 2 hours long. You just want to. You play an airplane falls out of the sky and just kills you, so you don't have to sit through this brief. But we go in, and our brand new lieutenant colonel we had was like, "Hey, we got to sit through this brief. It's about 2.5 hours long. I'm not gonna say anymore. Here we go." And like lights dim, and it's like, and it was Star Wars Episode 7. Like he had like rented out the entire theater for us,
That's pretty cool.
and I was like, wow.
Is this when it first got released?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks before it came out, but the theater had it. But he like, I don't know.
That's
Man,
cool.
like,
Really cool.
yeah,
Well, a lot
it
of
was really
strings.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, too bad it was a giant disappointment.
The 7 was okay. That
It
was
was-
definitely the best of the new ones.
All it was
by
a
far.
mirror of the New Hope.
Exactly, but it was the best of the newer ones. The other two just went further and further.
Yeah,
What
you're
the
right.
fuck?
You're absolutely right.
J.J. Abrams like did that one. He was like, all right, they did pretty.
But he
good.
also did the 9th one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fuck that man.
Took
The
a
script-
shit
the script
and
for that
left
was
it on the
just
front porch.
ridiculous.
That's just,
Please watch it.
I will. That into Mandalorian.
I don't think anybody would be opposed to them being like, all right, we're gonna redo 7, 8, and 9 with a competent script.
I think they should just leave it
I think
alone.
they just need to back off.
Yeah.
The series.
New saga.
Yeah,
Need to be like let it go.
There are some really
Let it
cool
go.
storylines in the Star Wars universe that we need
There's
to
so
touch
like,
on.
dude, my brother has like 30 books in Star Wars. Like, there's so much story you could.
there's
you
so
know,
much that they
I know
eliminated
Skywalker
from
is like the
canon.
best. You know,
Skywalker sucks. I hate Luke Skywalker.
I don't have that strong of opinions towards his character, but
I do now.
I'm saying I get why that's an appealing plot. You know, with the whole like Vader and all that. Like, I get that that's the popular, but like they could find it's a huge universe with all these
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
intricate.
Darth Vader.
Like, they probably have a plan.
He
I'm
is
sure
the
Disney
most
has all that
iconic villain ever, though. Name
ever,
another.
ever.
There's a few, but
That's what
like
I'm saying. They
when
need
you
to make
think
a
of
Darth Maul movie. Like,
Darth
that'd be
Maul is
dope.
another one. Yeah, Darth Maul.
There's so many good Sith Lords.
That
like,
fight scene, the Duel of the Fates,
bro,
that was just
best,
so
probably
good.
the best fight scene. That and,
The entire saga.
Yeah, that's seriously, and that was only episode 1.
A villain up there with Darth Vader. It's a tough one.
Like fucking
Joffrey Baratheon.
Ursula.
Not really.
Ursula. No. Maleficent.
Yeah.
Wow, that is tough.
I guess-
Clayton from Tarzan. He was kind of a douche.
The hunter from Jumanji. There you go. Top that evil son of a bitch. He would stop at nothing to kill you.
Robin Williams' father. Yeah.
Well, the same actor.
Yeah, right.
But
do you think that is that supposed to be his father in Jumanji World? Like, did
No,
they do
it's
that on
just a
purpose,
hunter.
or was it just
Well, I
like I'm
mean-
going to play this part?
well, you don't get him, that actor, beautiful man, without getting your money's worth. Am I right? You're gonna cast him.
I mean, give him 2
He
roles.
probably played a monkey or two in there.
Have y'all seen the new Jumanjis?
No, I haven't because I
have.
hate Jack Black.
Okay, I didn't watch them for the longest of time.
They're not that bad.
They're really
They're
funny.
entertaining.
They're really
It's
funny.
entertaining. I promise.
They're not like the Robin
I'm not
Williams.
saying it's amazing, but like the second one's not as. They're entertaining.
Yeah.
They do the job.
No, they're definitely worth watching. I didn't pay for it. They're
They're
not
gonna-
worth
they're
paying
gonna
for,
make
in my
another
opinion.
one. What about the Jurassic Parks?
Hold on.
That's
I'll say
another-
this about
that's the next
Jumanji. I'll get started on
Oh,
Jurassic Park.
okay.
You better buckle up.
Woo!
Jumanji had Robin Williams, Kirsten Dunst, and David Allen Greer as the cop.
Another our generation thing. That was like
Yeah, it was a very our
childhood-
generation thing.
Dude, I
Rest in
fucking-
peace, Robin Williams.
I know.
Rest in peace, Kirsten Dunst's career.
That was
She
long.
could make a comeback.
That died
Has
long
she been
ago.
anything in a long time?
Nope.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I think she's coming back. Okay, I don't know if this is a rumor mill, but I'm pretty sure the next Spider-Man is supposed to be like a Spider-Man multiverse type thing.
I heard that.
So
Yeah,
she
I heard
might be
that.
back into something. You know, here's a hope.
But
for
her character is Zendaya's character. The new one.
But Spider-Man's also Tobey Maguire as well. Like whatever the
They're
new
using all three actors.
Into the Spider-Verse. I think they're making that a live action type thing.
That's the animated film.
Yeah,
that's different. Not like
no, they're making that a live action film though.
I think
sure?
That's what I've heard.
It's the rumor mill going.
I didn't know that.
Tobey Maguire, the British guy, Tom Holland,
Holland, and
dude.
Well, he's the one the reason why they made a whole new Spider-Man because he was a bitch.
Him and Sony got in a fight at some sort of thing.
I don't know, but I can't imagine them bringing Tobey.
But I think what they're waiting on is the rights from Sony on certain things, and then that's a go. I think that's kind of
that sounds. Right.
The next Spider-Man is going to be interesting. It's going to be cool.
I've liked all Spider-Mans, but I did not really care for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
They butchered the
dialogue.
third one.
The dialogue was so cheesy. It's just like
they did butcher the third. The third one was like
they had too many villains.
But they're doing the same thing for the next one apparently.
Cheesy.
I know.
Even Electro's coming back.
The new ones are solid. The new ones are solid.
The Amazing Spider-Man was really fun to watch. I liked it a lot. I like Tom Holland.
Homecoming one was good, and that's why the director is directing the new
movie.
Something. Yeah, he's doing the other next big thing.
You want to talk about Jurassic Park?
Let's do it.
I'm all excited about it.
Let's go for it. So, what do you? Hold on. First of all, the old ones, like childhood movies.
Oh, for sure.
Amazing. Even the second one
was good.
Jurassic Park, Lost World.
Lost World with
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. He was a babe then. He was a babe then too.
Apartments.com.
And then the third one was like, it's kind of shitty, but the effects were cool.
It was better.
I didn't care for
the
it.
third one was better
great.
than Jurassic World, either one of them. Here's the biggest difference for me. At the end of Jurassic Park, I was like, wow, you know what? Kids are all right. I think I could work with kids to see them grow and develop into smart human beings. At the end of Jurassic World, I was like, wow, I hate children. I hate them worse now than when I did before the movie started.
Okay, remind me. Jurassic World. They're all like mixing. Is Jurassic World when they go to New York?
It's the same timeline.
Or like
holy shit!
Which one is that?
No. All right, hold on.
That's Lost World. That's the second one ever made. So
that's San Francisco.
Jurassic World.
San Francisco.
San Diego. Excuse me.
Okay.
San Diego.
Which one where you hate the kids?
You're right.
Jurassic World.
There's a second?
There's two.
Jurassic World is the new series. This is
new
Chris
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
I'm so sorry. Yes. You're
so
right.
it wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't like it's just you can't really beat the first one. You can't beat the first one. And then the newest one after that.
I liked Chris Pratt.
Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom was like just it's like the new Star Wars, and then the eighth. It's like
you know what? It was kind of heart wrenching to see the dinosaur on the island and the lava and shit's coming, and he's getting, he's gonna die. That tugged at my heartstrings a little bit, even though it's CGI. I was like, oh man.
Well, the new one they're gonna make though.
Dominion. Yeah, I gotta see it.
Is that what it's called?
Jurassic World Dominion.
Well, yeah. I'm excited because it has all the actors.
Jeff Goldblum.
They're bringing all the motherfuckers. Laura Dern.
Boy,
no.
I used to like Laura Dern.
Dude, I love her. She's only gotten better in her career.
What are you talking about? She did Star Wars Episode 8. We just shat all over that movie.
Yeah, well, she was the best part, obviously.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She was clearly the best part. She just won like an Academy Award.
No, it's not Laura Dern. It's the other one.
Her.
Who was in The Lost World? Jeff Goldblum's girlfriend. Damn it.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. Yeah.
Is she in it too?
I don't know.
I don't know if she's in it.
But I know
she might be. It's everyone, and the dinosaurs are like out in the real world now. Speaking of dinosaurs, and
hey buddy.
Yeah, I'm excited just because of that. Like,
just because of that,
they're gonna make it like it's gonna be interesting, But I don't know. Did you see both the newer ones?
I've seen. I don't know if I saw the second one. Yeah, I saw the second one. Yeah, I've seen both new ones.
The kids, I hate the kids so much.
Yeah, I mean, that's kids of this generation, so, there's that. But Jurassic World, the second, or at least, hey. The Lost World, like the original number 2, didn't the dinosaurs get free then, too, into the world?
Yeah, they went in, well, the Tyrannosaurus,
the T-Rex dude,
got into San Diego off the boat.
It was just like a temporary thing.
Or no, I'm so sorry. I'm thinking of Jurassic Park 3 when they were flying in the ocean, the pterodactyls.
Yeah, they were. They were free. Yeah. Hey,
So I guess in the new trilogy, they just kind of got forgotten about. I don't know. Okay, back up.
They just make it up as they go.
Yeah, we're sitting here trying to. Okay.
That'd be interesting.
Holy Jesus.
Dogs.
All these remakes. I mean, if you think about it, like, what are movies gonna be in 20 years? Like, they're running out of ideas. Like, there's no originality anymore.
I got an idea for a couple things for them.
Alright.
I should write them first, get them published.
Before you put them out on the internet.
For real though, man. Like, it's
They come out with the Matrix 4.
how many fucking remakes are they gonna make?
Okay,
well, I love Matrix. And
I am
excited.
very excited, but I'm so.
But there's
the
always that
Wachowski
idea.
sisters.
It's always that idea of like, could this be fucked up? Like,
I'm
they did
so
Star
scared.
Wars
Yeah,
or
I'm so
something.
scared it's
like,
gonna be ruined.
It's like anything can be ruined, but
I like the
fuck.
I like the second and third one. They're not as good as the first, of course. Nothing is ever as good as
honestly,
the original.
I
could've ended
like
that
the
first
second
one.
one a lot too. Obviously, the first is amazing, but I like the second one a lot too.
I like
the second
the
one's badass. The third one is like, oh, okay.
The Matrix
Fucking
and
like-
Fast and the Furious are both movies that could have been stopped at the first one. Like the continuations
there's plenty
are
of
okay.
other
I mean,
movies that
Star
could've
Wars
been
would have
stopped.
ended on the first episode if stormtroopers could shoot worth a damn. Like, I mean, you know.
There's so many movies they should have stopped while they were ahead. Most movies, but film has to. They gotta make money.
I think they gotta make
Hollywood's
money.
gotta make money. But
They're getting more particular.
yeah, that
though.
new Matrix is gonna be interesting.
You know,
I'm
I
excited actually.
I heard that the Matrix 4 is going to be released in the same day as the next John Wick film too. So it's going to be Keanu versus Keanu.
why would they
at a
do
block
that?
up. I don't know.
Are you sure? They probably just make
That is
shit
what I
up.
read last year, and it has
John Wick
probably-
films are amazing though.
Yeah, dude.
Those are sick.
It's
Those
probably
are
changed since
fucking
last
awesome.
I heard.
No.
I love those films.
I'd pay to see them both in the same day.
Land Before Time. Excellent film.
The cartoon?
Bro, childhood. No, these
Petrie?
kids won't understand.
Petrie?
These kids won't understand
Oh,
Land Before
God.
Time. Maybe Land Before Time like 8 or 9.
Do you remember the original
The first
Power
one.
Rangers movie?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
Do you remember how hyped?
Ooze?
Ivan Ooze.
Ooze.
Oh man, Ivan
Yeah.
Ooze. You know who I thought was badass?
I love how they made each Power Ranger like the yellow one was Asian, the
black one was black, the red one
like
was Native American.
the hot girl's pink. Oof.
So
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie Jo Johnson was Kimberly. I think that's her name.
And the blue one was apparently
Amy Jo Johnson. Oh yeah,
I don't know, but good
yeah.
memory.
Yeah.
David Yost was the blue one, and he was gay, and he got
was
bullied.
gay.
He
That's-
got bullied the entire
I
production.
just heard about
Yeah.
that.
You just heard about
one of my
it?
gay friends just told me about that. He was like, he told me this whole little thing
Yeah.
about that. I was like,
No,
oh.
I
What are
got.
the odds that you just got told about it? And it
Just
brings it
literally the other day.
I went down the rabbit hole of like.
I see. Well,
Um,
you and Power Rangers.
Oh man, I go down weird rabbit holes. Just true.
I never saw the remake of that piece of shit. I heard it wasn't
There
good.
was a remake?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
there
wasn't
was.
good.
Yeah, a couple years
It
ago.
wasn't good.
I never saw it. Didn't think
You
it
know-
would be good.
I don't think
But
I'm going to see
You know
it.
what I would appreciate is a
You
gritty.
can't really make some of that stuff good again, though. It's just like,
No.
it wasn't. It was meant to be that kind of thing at the time. Like
I
it
would,
just
I would
can't-
appreciate like an adult
becomes
almost.
too cheesy if you.
Yeah, like a gritty version.
If it
of,
was like dark, yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
badass.
yeah.
But they can't do that. They can't
they
do it.
could
with
if
Power
they had
Rangers.
any balls.
If every movie was like The Dark Knight, yes. You know what I mean?
Not even like, like I want to see a
If
cross
Christopher
between,
Nolan can direct every
Oh, yeah.
cool
I want to see
movie.
a cross between Power Rangers
If
and
Christian-
Law and Order SVU. Don't.
You know, Christopher Nolan should have done the new Star Wars. Could you
He
imagine?
should do everything.
That'd be badass. Did you ever see what's the new movie he just made?
Tenet.
Tenet. Did you
Nah,
see
I
it?
didn't see it.
I saw it. It was. I mean, you saw Interstellar and all that.
Oh, Interstellar, yeah.
So you know how
Interstellar was
confusing
great.
that was when you first saw it.
When I first saw it, it was
You had to watch it like 4 more
blew my
times.
face off. Yeah.
Like it was like that, but even more hard to comprehend. Like it was.
Jesus.
But when I saw it, I was like, it's so hard to hear. Like I couldn't understand the actual conversations, so I was confused the whole movie. But I read later that
Oh,
apparently
man.
they had trouble with the production and the sound mixing in the theaters, so that was like a common issue.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Tenet, Christopher Nolan's Tenet.
Oh, dude.
So I wasn't the only. Cause I was just confused because I just couldn't hear the conversations. But besides that, the actual concept of the movie was like just even more confusing than Interstellar in general. Like, it was just a crazy movie, time and everything.
So you saw it?
I saw it.
And you saw
it was
it
the first movie I saw in quarantine, like back, after I saw it in like October.
in theaters or
In theaters. I like took an edible and I was like, let's do that. I took a Friday night by myself. I'm like, it's my first movie in a while. I'm like, I'm gonna go see this, and I couldn't hear shit. I was like leaning in. I'm like, can we get subtitles? Like, I was like, what the fuck? And I read later in articles like they've had problems with like the sound mixing, like because Nolan's bass.
Yeah.
It was that movie was particularly bad with it. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm not alone.
They're releasing
but
it for
the
HBO
concept,
Max, I think,
the plot concept itself was like just so hard to comprehend.
Oh, it doesn't
Like
surprise
Interstellar.
me. Yeah.
Interstellar, you had to watch like 4 times. Still one of my
I
favorite
thought
movies.
that was a great movie.
And one of my favorite movies, probably his best movie. But I definitely want to watch it again. It's a really fucking cool. And the action in it though is like groundbreaking. Like the action in the movie, fucking amazing.
I remember when the
Like,
trailer
Nolan
first came out, I
is
was
just-
excited about it. Or the poster. The original poster, I was like, yeah, this looks awesome.
The acting's good. Robert Pattinson's really good in it. Like the action is amazing. I do need to rewatch it and hopefully have subtitles on it.
Are you excited for Robert Pattinson reprising Batman?
I
Or
am.
not
I mean,
reprising?
I don't think you're ever going to beat The Dark Knight, but I am excited.
I think he's going to be better than Ben Affleck. That's for sure.
I think he's not going to be the worst Batman. The 20 Batmans, I think he'll be better than Ben
Who
Affleck.
was the worst Batman?
I mean, let's
Adam
chalk it
West.
up. Let's chalk.
Adam West was a gold.
Yeah.
Right.
OG.
Who wasn't Val Kilmer one of them?
Val
Yeah.
Kilmer and
George
what's his
Clooney?
face? George Clooney.
George.
I grew up. George Clooney was like the first one I saw, which was sad.
Was
Which
that
one
Mr.
was-
Freeze?
with
Arnold
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was George Clooney. That was
And Ivy.
Batman
Beyond?
Beyond or
Do you-
Begins or Forever. Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
Do y'all remember? This is really random. On Austin Powers 3, they were making a movie out of it, and Danny DeVito was Mini-Me. He's like, "Hey, asshole!" He started shooting. I just remember that. That was my ringtone for the longest time.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
He was the best Penguin though. But
He was a
this,
good Penguin,
this new one, that Mr. Penguin was gonna be Colin Farrell, I think. But you can't be
What?
Danny DeVito.
Oh, I thought you were
You
saying
can't be
Will
Danny
Ferrell.
DeVito as that'd be funny.
Yo, I had
You
this
can't be
conversation.
Danny DeVito as the Penguin. He's like literally like a penguin.
Shape.
Yeah, he really
He's
was
like the
perfect.
perfect Penguin.
Absolutely
That was a
perfect.
weird dark movie. Who was the Batman for that? It wasn't Val Kilmer. It was the guy who played the new Birdman.
Yeah.
He was the old Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
He was
Yeah.
that was the movie he did with
Ding, ding, ding.
yeah.
Michael Keaton. Birdman. Yeah, oh yeah. That's why he made the.
Oh, it's a different Birdman.
Man.
I'm excited about the Riddler though. He's gonna be the.
Riddler.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the Riddler again?
I don't know.
Remember Jim Carrey was the Riddler.
I liked him. I
thought
like Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey was great.
It's Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey. I hate Jim Carrey so much.
Why?
I like Jim Carrey.
Same reason I hate Jack Black.
Well,
It's the
is
same person
what about Will
in
Ferrell?
every movie.
They're not.
Will Ferrell borders on that.
His
but
new-
he's
Shut the
not.
fuck up.
He's not as.
His new movies are kind of like the same thing over and over again.
You can't hate him.
I love Will
That's just
Ferrell.
movie like
Hands down. He's
Jim Carrey's
always
Talladega
funny.
Nights is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Talladega is one of your favorites. That's like my least
Okay,
favorite.
no, it's probably not one of my favorites, but of his movies, yeah. It's
I mean,
probably
there
my
are
favorite.
some funny parts in that. I'm just saying.
I can watch the first
Bro.
hour of Step Brothers and then I have to turn it off because it's just so much.
I cannot tell you what my favorite Will Ferrell movie is. I like Wedding Crashers, even though that wasn't his movie, but he was a
He
part
was
of
good
it.
in it.
I know. I
yeah.
could quote every line of
Um,
I mean,
I-
Anchorman, dude. is
Zoolander-
classic.
Anchorman's good.
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Zoolander, bro.
Zoolander 2 made me really upset when I thought he
Zoolander 2 is
was
the
when he
biggest
was
pile.
buff coming out of that prison buff. If he would have stayed buff that entire movie, I would have died laughing every
Zoolander
scene.
2
Yeah.
and
But they ripped it
Anchorman
off.
2 were both like, why are you making a second
Hey,
one just to make a
Christina
second
Applegate, though.
one? I love her.
I hate that they
She's
canceled her
great.
show.
They did?
What's
Dead
she
to
name?
me?
Yeah, they canceled Netflix, man. That's why I'm disappointed in them.
Is it Netflix's fault?
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know who else fault. They're the one who produces it, right? Or they fund it.
I don't know.
But
It-
isn't it... I thought it had good ratings. That's what surprises me.
You know
That
what?
show. I thought
It's
that
all
show
about
was-
money.
You know it's a really good comedy? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Is amazing.
That is a.
And Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah.
Get him to the
Get Him
Greek.
to the Greek
That's
is amazing.
Get him in Greek is really funny.
You know what I saw recently, finally, for the first time, was The Interview.
Oh, I still haven't seen
Oh,
it.
you haven't seen
Bro.
I still haven't seen it.
I wish we should watch it right now. That'd be so funny.
I'm
It was
sure
really
it's
funny.
Dude, the very
fun.
beginning, I don't even want to give it away. The best part is the very beginning with Eminem.
It's been a long time
You know
since
what
I've
I'm
seen
talking
it.
about? So
When I saw it is when it was first coming out and it had all that flack about it and how North Korea was threatening.
I saw it for the first time this past summer, and I was like,
Well, it's
dying.
on something right now.
I was also on shrooms, but it was really funny. It was really funny. Game of the Greek is up there.
Movies you watch on shrooms have some. They like linger with you in the back of your mind. Like Pulp Fiction, that was a weird one to watch.
You know
on
what
shrooms.
I need to watch on shrooms is the Tarantino movies.
What was that one?
I don't think I've watched. I probably have watched Kill Bill once or twice. I'm tripping.
What was the
Pulp
one
Fiction
that we
I haven't.
watched? Was that The Cabin?
I've
Where
seen
were
Kill
we?
Bill so many times though.
It had
watch Lord of the
it had the dude from American Psycho in it and Batman. Christian Bale had Christian Bale in it. What was that movie? We watched it on mushrooms. It was weird, man. It was like claymation, but it wasn't. What was that movie?
Jesus.
What are you talking about?
You were high.
Look that up.
They haven't made
Jamie, pull it up.
claymation since King Kong.
It was not
Pull it up,
claymation.
Jamie.
Let's see. Christian Bale. IMDb. It's an old movie. If I can find it.
All right. Well, a little
Nope, not the
That's what I'm
Prestige.
looking for.
Was it Equilibrium? It was Equilibrium.
Equilibrium?
You watch that?
We watched that.
I didn't watch.
Do you not remember
No.
Mountain House?
No.
I don't remember any of the movie.
Have you guys seen Clue?
The
No.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clue's a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It's got Tim Curry in it.
Yeah, everything with
So
Tim
fun.
Curry.
And
is
Christopher Lloyd.
I don't think I've seen it actually.
Home Alone 2.
It's so
is
old.
Good. Clue?
great. Yeah,
Clue's an ancient movie.
yeah. That was like the
So
first
good.
movie my dad ever I guess, introduced to me.
Have y'all ever seen Labyrinth?
No, Pan's Labyrinth.
No.
Oh.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
I've never seen
Labyrinth
Pan,
with
Pan's Labyrinth, one of my favorite
Never
movies.
seen it.
Different movie.
with
David Bowie.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. It's
Old
got the-
80s movie
Yeah.
with Jim, the puppet guy, Jim Henson.
Jim Henson. Yeah.
Classic.
Actually, I don't have to
Bro,
watch
it
it.
is a weird. It's one of those movies that will just. It's my childhood movie. Like it's just. I watch it with my cousins. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird. It's so weird out there.
Is it like Never Ending Story weird?
Yes, but
Yeah.
way weirder. Like
It is weirder.
way weirder. And David Bowie's like.
Weird. I mean, David Bowie.
He's
Yeah.
David Bowie,
I mean,
and he's like has a mystic ball, and he's just like
Mystic
"Ooh."
ball.
He's the king of the. He's the king of the Muppets or I don't know what they are. King of the
Labyrinth.
Goblin. He's the Goblin King. That's what it is. And their little puppet. It's so funny. It's crazy. It's such an 80s. Jennifer Connelly is like 16. It's so weird.
I'll have to watch
Anyways, I'm thinking of like old 80s movies. But anyways.
I'm sorry if that floats over there to you.
oh god.
Great. Luckily, I can't smell anything. I'm congested.
Thank God for COVID.
You never can smell anything. That's nothing new.
I know.
God, y'all.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
Well,
you guys ready to wrap it up?
I'm gonna wrap it up.
I guess so.
Okay.
We're about an hour and 42 minutes.
Damn.
It's a good podcast.
I was
Yeah,
about to
wow.
say, what do you?
I can edit out anything.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you. Anything you want to say to the
I was gonna
world?
say, what do you want to? You want to catch up on anything? Like what you've been up to? You excited about the new year? Are we all excited
Man,
about the new year?
I
Are we ready to
cannot-
get this year behind us.
Yeah, I can't wait until 2020 is out the door. This whole year has been strange. It has been. I am blessed to still have a job,
Mm-hmm.
and the ability to work from home has been amazing.
Yeah.
I only need to go to the office when I need to. When I do, there's a handful of people there that are always there. So there's no public coming in or out, so it's relatively secure, I guess. But if I didn't have that ability and I had to go to work every day at like a retail store, I would
Shoot yourself.
I would go crazy. I wouldn't shoot myself, of course, but I would not have.
I shoot you.
Like I would ask somebody.
Give me the gun. Have the gun.
But man, I'm excited for next year. I can't wait for what's to come. I'm excited for time that we can actually schedule things in advance and it actually fall through versus like, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Hopefully things will. I don't know, be pessimistic.
I foresee this time next year life will be very different. So, you know, probably a lot of changes coming.
Will you still be in Kansas? Do you know?
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
things are going to start changing around summertime. I think people expect the new year to happen, and we're all going to be like, yeah, it's new year.
No,
Like,
April.
It's going to be the same.
April, I feel like, is when things are going to start turning around.
Yeah, it's around summertime, like,
April 2024 is the next solar eclipse. That's going over Dallas and some other places throughout the U.S.
Yeah.
We should make some plans.
Let's go to Dallas. 2024.
Okay, after spending the last solar eclipse in Nashville, like in the middle of downtown, I'm going to do everything in my power to find a place outside,
Secluded.
Right. Why would you,
out of the city.
Go in the middle of nowhere.
That's the
Sand
goal.
Rock.
Apparently, the 360 sunset was amazing. So I just need to find some kind of rinky-dink town where that passes over.
Brandon, Mississippi.
That's a place,
It is a
actually.
place.
Yeah.
I used to drive through it all the time.
Yeah, we drove through it going to Louisiana. I never want to stop.
You shouldn't.
I-
You ever been to Cuba, Alabama?
I've driven past it.
They got these. There's one gas
The
station there.
pork things.
Yeah. No, they got these chicken skins.
That's what it is.
They're just like pig skins, but they come in little bags. They're
God.
chicken skins. They're soft and they're buttery and crunchy. Oh my god!
I remember I was driving back from Orange Beach, and you called me randomly on my way back, and you asked me to stop in Cuba
Good.
to pick them up. And
Yeah.
I remember I'm looking at the GPS. I'm like, okay, following it. All right. And then next thing I know, we passed. I'm like, well, fuck, it's gone. Sorry, Sammy.
Wow, that's the one thing I've ever asked you to do in my whole life.
It was like one exit in the middle of nowhere. Did not expect it, and it just came and went. And it wasn't on the original, itinerary.
Yeah, that's
so.
usually my method.
Walking to the gas station. Hey, you got those chicken skins?
They're back there. I guarantee you, we could drive to Cuba right now.
Why Cuba? They're not in Birmingham.
I
or-
can't find them. That's the only place I've ever found them.
If you're listening to this podcast, please send Sammy Bowden some chicken skins.
If you ever go to
If
Cuba,
you're
Alabama.
Ever passing through Cuba, Alabama.
Cuba,
I don't
Alabama.
know why you would, but
Known for their chicken skin
I don't know what they're known
snacks. Now they're
Ah.
Cuban cigars.
so you'll
Gotta
still
get
be
some.
in Kansas.
for. Yeah, I'm being Kansas.
And you'll be in a new apartment, right?
I'm moving in less than 2 months.
February.
In Atlanta, right?
And
Yeah.
probably like down the street, but yeah.
Then you
I'm
graduate.
in the middle of really looking for places now, so it's kind of freaking out. But yeah, and hopefully a year from now I will be having a doctorate.
Nice.
Isn't that wild?
So you graduate next December?
Hopefully next summer I'll have that. Although I'm trying to get a master's too, so I'll still be
Yeah.
continuing that. But I'll have a doctorate and be practicing it while in the school. So but yeah, that's the goal. I'll be finished the
sweet,
DC
dude.
program in a year.
Dude,
Crazy.
That is awesome.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm entering my second quarter now in outpatient, so I have 3 quarters in there, and then I peak with the doctor. And
Yeah.
Has COVID
so
slowed
weird.
it down? Your
no,
clinicals
I
or
mean
anything?
with classes, like a lot of the lecture stuff is online, and now every quarter they're trying to make it like you can kind of come if you want. I'm like, no, I'm not, but I'm only going to like my lab stuff that I need to go to,
Yeah.
and then like the clinic, you schedule patients, you just have to wear masks.
I-
Everything's very.
I would not survive in
It's
today's
weird.
climate if I was in school. I can't do virtual learning. I cannot do online classes.
Dude,
I
it's been
struggle
kind of
with
hard,
that.
but it's also been helpful for my GPA, like, because all the students help each other out, and we kind of take the test together. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. Right.
But it's kind of like I don't know. You are hindering your education part of it.
yeah.
But,
Think about kids. Like, their cognitive
the
function.
technique.
Like,
but I am in the part of the program where like I'm honing more in the technique, hands-on stuff. So like in that part, we are going to school for. We have to wear masks and stuff. But it's like you get to choose your labs and go to that. So it's not that bad. But I do take my first boards exam in a month, and you have to take 4.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. So the first one is the hardest. So this whole Christmas break, I'm about to just be studying for that. So
I think you're gonna do great.
it's I think that after this next quarter, I'll start breezing by. But yeah, it's I can kind of see the finish line. It's crazy. It's weird.
You know what I'd like to do? All of us buy a house in the same neighborhood. Let's all like.
I would like to buy a plot of land and build our own
I think we
neighborhood.
should
Let's do that.
No,
Yeah.
well, that we should all split like a lake house. That's what I think we
Yeah.
should do. A little lake house just with like all just a little timeshare almost kind of thing.
I was about to make a joke about timeshare. That's funny. Yeah, I'm totally down. I actually talk about that in Marina
That'd
very
be
often.
so cool.
We should find
Like a
a
decent
plot
one.
of land,
Split it.
dig our own fucking lake, and we all have a house on it. And we could all have like, you know what I mean? Everything be cool. And nobody else.
Everything but cool.
Have our own walking trails throughout the area. Dude,
We could have a rifle range, putt golf course, bowling alley. We could do all that.
Dude.
You know?
I have a
Bowling alley?
like an investment account separate for strictly that is a parcel of land that I want to buy in the future.
I know. I've been looking for land out there by where my grandma lives.
In Leeds? Or wherever that is?
Where we go shoot.
Yeah.
City.
Where is that?
Kinda ish. Towards that way. I don't even know what the hell it is, but it's out there. There's a couple plots out there, but I want like 300 acres.
Check out not Columbiana, but like that side of 65 and Alabaster area. There's some really good land out there. Unfortunately,
there's so much around it.
Yeah, it's being people are building everywhere. Right now, land is the most valuable asset. I mean, it's the only thing that's unrenewable. Like you're gonna buy it, you're gonna build on it, you're gonna sit on it. Like, and there's so much land in Alabama.
You don't pay your taxes.
Which is what happened to this guy's land across the street from me. But you can't build a house there, so the guy's basically just selling a plot of land.
I'm just saying, do you really own your land? If you miss one tax payment, they come get it from you?
Right. Exactly. You don't own anything.
Nobody owns the land, they just take care of it the time they're alive. I mean, it's the truth. I mean,
Bro, have you seen that show Yellowstone?
Yeah.
The show?
Like it?
I saw the first episode the other day. It was really good.
Bro, it is so good.
Don't
It is
yell
the
at me.
most modern type of cowboy show, and it's like the most modern kind of western. And this cinematography is beautiful.
What is it called?
It's Yellowstone, so it's like Montana. It's like Kevin Costner. What
show?
It's
or
called,
like
it's called Yellowstone. It's on AMC, but you can watch it on streaming networks. I can give you like this one. Dude, it's good. Marina would love it.
I would love to watch
You and Marina should dive into that. They're filming the 4th season. It's gonna come out next summer.
I passed the Yellowstone.
I binge watched it.
Shit hurt.
I went up there and
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done.
all that sweet
I
tea.
went on a Yellowstone kick because I went up there and then I watched the show. And I'm like, oh, this shit's good.
You went out. You were there, and then there was an earthquake, like a major earthquake, right after you left, right?
So I went up there for the first cold front of the year. I packed a sweater. I was like, it's gonna be warm. And then there happened to be like a blizzard that weekend. And
I told you before you went.
It was kind of miserable. I'm not gonna like.
I gave you a warning.
But it was a cool trip, and I got to see it. But I definitely want to go back at a different time. But I didn't know it was.
No, you knew. I told you.
Well, the weather is still said
Outside
it was
is
warm.
frightful.
There happened to be a cold front. Like, of course, it's the first blizzard. But and then I went home. Like, I gotta watch the show. And the show's actually really good.
I definitely.
It's actually really like it's kind of cheesy because it's just like, the dialogue. But
I mean, it's AMC.
It's really pretty though. It's like in Montana. It's like really, I don't know. I don't usually like Western type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but if they actually do good, like
Westworld
good
was
drama.
good.
You know what I mean?
Westworld's
Westworld's totally the same. Android westerns.
Yeah, okay. As a reach, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I want to see Tombstone, like the old movie.
That's where I used to live, right by Tombstone, Arizona. That's where I went.
Oh, really?
I tried to get you. Yeah, I tried to get you guys out there.
You weren't there long enough.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
I did,
almost,
man.
Yeah.
I looked up flights.
Yeah.
They were expensive at the time.
Bro,
almost
you
got with
lived like
Kristen
on the
Stewart,
you
too.
lived on the border. Like it was more
It
expensive
wasn't.
than
Yeah,
you think.
it wasn't.
It wasn't just like let's fly
I
into
know.
Phoenix.
I
It's
know.
tough.
I know. But it's a 3-hour drive.
But you were only there for like a year, even that.
Bro,
How
I'll
were
come
there?
visit you in Kansas though.
Don't.
I knew you were about to say that. Literally, as I was saying it, I was
go.
like, he's about to say nope.
It's not that it's a bad place. There's nothing to do. Like,
I know.
if you want to look at what can't, like, go to
Why don't we
go
do
to
this?
Moody and pretend it's flat.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. I'd go
That's
to Moody
it.
and pretend it's Moody something else.
Pretend it's Moody with no hills and no trees.
I don't want to pretend anything. Listen, we should. Kansas is near what? Kansas City.
Yeah, it's about 2
St.
hours.
Louis?
2 hours west of me.
Why don't we, I've never been to Kansas City. Why don't we plan a trip to like go to different places
We
together?
could do that.
That'd be cool.
I'm not opposed to that.
You could drive there. I could fly to Kansas. We could drive there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd be down for
We could
that.
do that.
And spend a weekend there, like 1 or 2 nights.
Yeah.
From hotel.
How can you
That'd be
get away?
cool.
Weekends, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Like that, I could totally do. We could do. We could
We could do that.
I swear to
Let's
God.
do it. Let's do it.
Right.
There's also.
Whatever other cities around there, but Kansas City, I've heard is actually a cool city. I've never been.
I don't know. That's where. I got a friend who lives over there.
Actually, I have a friend up there. My chick's ex lives up there. So random, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody lives up there.
Kansas City's just be cool. I don't know what else is around. I'm trying to think on the map, like what other cities are around Kansas. You said St. Louis.
No.
Yeah.
That was a joke earlier.
Oh, okay.
That was just me being a dick. That's like me saying, I live north of Austin, Texas. Like, it's true. But it's way the fuck north.
I don't know the geography of Kansas, so I'm not gonna...
Geography is hard.
I'm usually good.
Is butter a carb?
It's butter.
Yeah, we'll
no,
figure it
Kansas
out,
City's like the main. There's Wichita.
Because
Should we just pull
I'm totally down to like make the trip happen. I love making trips. So
you know what?
Let's do it.
You know what we need to do while we're sitting here talking
do.
about it? We need to plan a guy's 30-day vacation. We'll go rent an RV.
Okay. Problem number 1.
No, it's fine. We'll start in California.
Oh, this state looks so boring.
Yep. We'll start in California and we'll go through all the fun states. We'll go to New Orleans and we'll go down to Orlando and then we'll go up the coast and go to New York City. All right.
You just skipped a lot.
We'll just stop along the way. We'll go to Arizona.
Okay. I do want to do like a...
We're not going to New Mexico. I
will
will go all the way around New Mexico.
I do want to do like a Sedona.
I just hate it.
I do want to do like a Sedona, Grand Canyon kind of trip.
Yes.
I've always wanted to see that area.
Let's
like
do it.
Zion kind of.
Zion National Park, bro. Yes.
Let's
do it.
I want to see Joshua Tree National Park.
I've been to Joshua Tree.
How was it?
Beautiful.
Man, apparently they're not doing too well.
It's been several years.
The trees. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because there was Arches National Park, I think, is getting bombarded with graffiti. So I imagine Joshua Tree National Park is, failing due to people.
I don't know. People suck. People ruin
People
everything.
do suck. Like, why would you graffiti on
A tree.
Oh God, it just really upset. It
This is
chisels
why-
my grits.
This is why I could never be a dictator.
I've never understood why Kansas City is in Missouri.
I don't know. If I was a dictator and I caught somebody spray painting a tree, I'd have them executed just on the spot. Which is why you should never vote for me if I ever do anything.
I'd still vote for you. Save the trees.
I'd save the trees. I'd save the oceans. I'd try.
Would you ban single-use plastic?
Well, America is pretty good about recycling. We're not the best. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think.
Don't get me wrong.
I don't think we're recycling.
We do.
Nobody buys a recycling anymore.
Yeah, that's true. For a while, we were doing okay. My information may be out of... But we don't clog up the ocean as much as other people do. I think we can improve, but the real problems are, from what I understand, is India. It's just right in the ocean.
I mean, absolutely.
It's hey, I got this car battery.
I don't think
right
we're
in the ocean.
I think we're us, India, and China. I think are the three people that we can point fingers to. I don't think we're.
I don't disagree. I think we can do better.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're the only problem.
No.
Does that make sense?
No.
We
We are starting to be more conscious of, in regards to it, the people are starting to be more conscious about how we affect the world around us. It's really the corporations who don't see, you don't see, out of sight, out of mind type of thing. So the big corporate leaders who are just dump it here, dump it there. That's really the big problem. So whenever we start cracking down on that, it'll be a lot better. More regulations. More penalties. If you get caught doing something, in dumping,
it shouldn't be a slap on the wrist.
No,
it
should be a $500 fine. Okay, $10 billion company get a fine. Okay, well here, pay this, and let's do it again. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
No, it really needs to be a 3-strike you're out type of thing, or I don't know. There just needs to be higher penalties for.
There definitely needs to be some sort of risk factor, oh shit, we better not get caught doing that.
Yeah, when it's something as big as this, or it has an impact as big as that, it needs to be.
I know.
Treated.
I know.
As such. I don't know. What is that? Saline?
Yeah. Eyes are dry.
I don't miss that about contacts. I really don't. But I also miss contacts because I don't have to wear glasses.
Yeah.
So it's, you win-win.
Yeah.
Lose-lose.
Well, fellas, ready to wrap it up? We're right at 2 hours.
We did good.
It's a world record.
Yeah.
This is the second episode?
Yeah, this will be episode number 2.
Fuck yeah.
Episode 2, The Phantom Menace. No, that was the first.
Oh,
Episode 1,
wow.
The Phantom Menace.
We ended on a strong note.
We're gonna
Hurry,
cut
get
that.
out of here.
was episode 2?
Clone Wars.
It was Clone Wars.
Attack of the Clones.
I blame all
Attack of
the
the Clones.
And Clone Wars was the series. Yeah.
Episode 2. Shit, I don't know.
No, dude. Episode. The name of this podcast is Phantom Menace.
Attack of
Episode
the
2,
Clones.
Phantom Menace.
There's 3 guys in here. I guess that works.
I blame the beer. And the time.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not even that late.
Fuck you, it's late.